David Raya to Arsenal. Ramsdale's getting replaced.
He's not.
No, you know what I think? I think
Ramsdale play better with.
Here's what's
competition.
I reckon Ramsdale will play Prem and Champions League, and Raya will play FA Cup, Carabao, and.
I think it'll be a mix.
Do you think? I think he'll play cups.
I reckon.
I really don't want Ramsdale though. He's one of the best keepers in the league. You have to one of the best in the league. Yeah, and I think
do that, Callum. You know.
I had a look at some stats actually on goals.
From Raya and Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen.
You know the what was it? Goals prevented. Raya's at the top of the Premier League out of all Premier League goalkeepers. Yeah. Edison's near the bottom.
He's overrated.
He's overrated.
And then,
I don't rate him.
And then there was Ramsdale was 12th and Fabianski was 11th. I thought, there we go.
Yeah, but
that's good.
Ramsdale played more games than Fabianski, surely. Because Areola played some, didn't he, in the Prem?
Yeah, but that's more towards Fabianski. He's played less games and prevented more goals.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
So, well, how do you think signing Raya?
I think if we were to have him as a backup like we did Turner, he'd be too good to just sit on the bench and only play cup.
Because we've only got him on a 1 year loan, so we can't waste it.
I did my season. I wrote out what I think for Golden Glow. I put Ramsdale, but it's not going to happen anymore because Raya.
Did we do? We didn't do.
No, I did it on my own.
Yeah.
I wrote it for if we did. I put Ramsdale, but it's not going to happen anymore. If Raya takes over, I'm going to be so annoyed.
Because I think a lot of there's tons of underrated keepers, like the ones that sort of hang about in from 6th to 10th or something. You know, those mix and match keepers. Because there is the top quality Edison, Addison.
Edison's not good.
But then you see there was David Raya now, Martinez. Who's probably not underrated after the World Cup.
You know who I think's a good keeper? You know Ortega, Man City backup. When he plays, he's actually solid. He's a great keeper.
He's decent.
Yeah, I think Edison is quite
overrated.
Yeah, but also helped by his brilliant defence.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
the only reason.
The
why.
thing is, at the end with Raya, at the end of the season, there's an option to sign him, which we will, because if Turner's gone, we're going to need a keeper.
I don't think having 2 first-team keepers
is a good thing.
Is a good idea.
Like West Ham, Fabianski and then Areola, who's a good backup.
Good though.
Yeah, but then once Ramsdale's playing and Raya's not, who would be playing every game for Brentford, he'll be annoyed. Then, obviously it will help competition, but then same with Ramsdale. Now, I reckon what we'll do is Ramsdale will play our important games in the league.
Raya Brentford got now?
I don't know.
Raya will play our.
Who were they playing last game? Actually, I'll have a look because they must have been.
Well, I don't, because then that's like a second keeper. So I think in the Premier it'll be a bit of both.
Yeah, Raya will play I reckon Raya will play games like Burnley.
I think
and Bournemouth, just easier games in the Prem where Ramsdale.
The thing is, it's going to be worse for Arsenal if we keep switching in the Prem because then we're not. Obviously, we've just been used to Ramsdale because we played every game in the Prem, and if we keep switching, they're not used to how they work differently.
I think also Ramsdale had against the bigger teams, he has more big moments against them because they're bigger teams.
Like that Liverpool game that we drew.
Yeah, and all the big saves and everything.
Yeah.
And he doesn't tend to make as much mistakes in those games,
Yeah. Whereas when we have little games.
This is who Brentford played against Spurs. I have never heard of him.
Mark.
I know him.
Flecken.
I know Mark Flecken.
Sure you do.
You know him.
That might just be because I had a look at keepers on fantasy football, to be fair. It might just be fantasy football.